Anybody recognize? We have it up on MySpace.
The name of the band is Lucid Sound. A couple of us started it last November. It's May right now. As a whole, we've been together since about January. And MySpace page, I think, is a big part of what we do. It's a fast and easy way for us to communicate with a lot of our friends, primarily who we start with adding people. It was a big factor in getting out the word for our first show, as long as it also helped the club promoter get the word out for his show. And slowly but surely, from the friends that we've added, they either posted their song on their page, you know, the first song that we put up, and their friends take a look at that song, go to our page, and you know, we've noticed some people have started adding our profile. So even before we even played a show, or they probably haven't seen us play live, they've still added our band and gotten exposed to our music without even seeing us perform.
It's definitely like a really good tool, because a lot of people, not only locally but basically all around the world, could pretty much find out about your music, and you could actually, I mean, you could sit you know, on the internet for hours just kind of browsing through different profiles.
Well, in terms of the band or music, we use it so that people can see. Well, two things. One, people are able to hear us, and the others, people are able to see us, see where our shows are, our next shows are, our next performance will be, where our previous shows have been, and just get to know us kind of on a more personal level.
As we play more shows, it's gonna probably grow exponentially as more people see us, and we let them know we're on MySpace, and it's easy for them to find with, you know, the little search tool they have on there.
Well, we would go to other shows, and most of the time it was friends that we had that were in other bands, or at least people we knew would be there, and pass out our flyers. And then if they saw us there, and then they saw us on the flyer, then they would say, "Oh, I'm gonna go to that." And since those shows would usually be on Fridays or Saturdays, it was, and within walking distance from somewhere, you know, it was really convenient for everyone. But yeah, it was flyers mostly that we did. They were absolutely DIY, so we would cut the pictures out ourselves and stupid slogans or whatever or whatnot, you know, and then put them together, go to Kinko's, or you know, if someone we knew had a copy machine or worked at a copy place, we would get as many done for as cheaply as possible, and just everyone would get a stack, and we'd just go out and pass them out to whomever. And wherever, at the mall, at a show, at school, if you saw some kids who looked like they might be into the music, give it to them.
We started just really going after our friends, and they were the first wave of people to add us. And then from there, we also would hit up friends that were DJs or different clubs that were on MySpace, different bands that we knew of, and started growing from there. It's just a social network. Even with, you know, not dealing with music, I know other people who do other things, whether they're artists, people who network, who are selling some kind of service, have used MySpace to grow. So yeah, you know, it only helps a band that's coming up. And well, it's still a little bit hard for a band to start a web page. You know, you had to find someone who either knew all the technology, or you'd have to pay someone to set it up for you. MySpace has made it pretty darn easy to get a page going without a lot of time and investment into it and money, which is a good thing, not to spend a lot of money on paying a graphic designer to do stuff for you. So it's helped in that sense. I've noticed a lot of bands on MySpace that I probably never would have heard of, you know, outside of local radio shows. It's good.